My wife and I have been together for 15 years. We have 3 kids and overall things are pretty good. A few weeks ago we started talking about her posting nude images on Reddit. She's a beautiful woman and was wanting a bit of anonymous storytime attention. And honestly the idea of it was huge a turn on for me. So after thinking and talking about it we agreed to try it out. We laid out base rules and she swore she would be 100% transparent and honest with me. Great. Well, she posted a few images and it kind of blew up. She got hundreds of messages and upvotes. We stayed up most of the night corresponding with people and having a great time. We had time that night and it was honestly some of the best we've ever had. Such a massive turn on for the both of us. But things kinda turned south when a particularly handsome man sent her a chat request on the chat app Kik. Right from the beginning I could tell she was turned on by what he was saying and the images he was sending her. I had no problem with this, it was kind of the point. A few days later I asked her if she was still communicating with anyone and she said no. Okay, I thought, no problem. Then, a few hours later I walked into our bathroom and caught her taking a photo of her boobs. She instantly got embarrassed/flustered and quickly made up a story that she was just taking a photo just for herself, no one else. I thought it seemed suspicious, so later in the day I brought it up and asked her to be 100% honest with me. She doubled down on the story. Fine, no big deal. We ended up having a normal night and I went to bed around 10. For some reason I woke up at about 2 a.m. and my wife was awake texting on Kik. She didn't notice that I woke up. I pretended to be asleep and watched her send messages to him that included images. My heart sank through the floor. After thinking about it I wanted to give my wife an opportunity to tell me the truth, so the next day I asked her again if she had been messaging anybody. She said straight up no and that she wasn't interested in talking to anyone. So at this point I was obviously extremely suspicious. Later while she was in the shower I looked through her phone. I saw the conversation but most of the messages had been deleted. None of the images I saw her send the night before were there. I was torn on bringing this up to her, but eventually that night I decided to come clean. Initially she lied and said she wasn't talking to anyone. Then I brought up the fact that I looked through her phone and saw missing messages, and after an hour or so talking about it she finally admitted to sending him multiple images and even one including her face, a big no-no on our agreement. She said she got swept up and started to get feelings for this guy, and he manipulated her into sending images. She said she was embarrassed and felt guilty about how she felt about him, so she couldn't be honest with me as she thought it would hurt me too much. I should probably give some background on us. My wife and I have had a lot of trust issues in our relationship. She's cheated on me once and I would often find her communicating with ex-boyfriends. Every time I would confront her she would lie until I could definitively prove what she had done. Then she would break down and admit everything. But this was all years ago and she's been perceivably straightforward and honest with me for a long time. We've both grown up a lot and I felt like we were in a good spot and that I could trust her to do something like this. I guess I was wrong. That night she messaged the guy on Kik and said that she could no longer talk to him and deleted the app. She also deleted her Reddit account. She swore that she would never do something like this again, that she wants to keep our marriage and our family together. I'm torn on what to do. It would be one thing if this was the first offense, but unfortunately it's not. So, obviously I'm devastated. Part of me wants to just hunker down and stay together for the kids, become distant and unattached. To be in a loveless marriage sounds terrible, I just don't know what to do. Comment 1. As someone who has been through this, I can honestly say, you need to have a heart-to-heart with your wife. Seriously, you need to talk about everything. The only way to move past the lying is to make that impossible. Ask her for her needs from the relationship, tell her yours as well. Then try and figure out how to make things work. I'm not saying that it excuses the behavior, or that it's going to be the right thing for you. But coming to some sort of agreement or finding something that you are both wanting to explore will help your marriage, even if it's just you two posting together anonymously on Reddit, or just doing it for yourself. If it's not the nudes or the talking that's bothering you, and mainly the lying, make it an environment where talking about it isn't going to be punished. Once there is no lying it's going to make things easier. Comment 2. Seriously op, again? The second time, that you know of, and it's not entirely her fault now. You already had trust issues with her and thought that her showing nude pictures of herself and talking with others would be a good idea? Why? Also, let's not forget. You bring up that your wife would lie to you, over and over and over again, until you caved and would show your hand and show her that you had undeniable proof. Then and only then, would she feel bad about whatever she was lying about. Op, why the duck would you want to be in/stay in a marriage like that? Why? Is it because your wife is beautiful? That why? Or is it for the kids? Because let me tell you op, It may sound noble, but it isn't. I was raised in a house like that. After I was of age my parent left, and guess what? Guess who felt at fault for it? Me. My parents stayed because of me and then left. I felt like it was my fault, and guess what? I don't talk to either of them now. So staying in a garbage marriage for the kids is in no way helping the kids. Let's go back to her lying over and over again. You had concrete proof of her talking with this dude. You asked her 3 to 4 times before that hour-long conversation. Those 3 to 4 times she lied every single time. And over that hour-long conversation, I can guarantee that she lied even more and tried to build onto those lies until, once again, you caved and showed your hand to her. Man. Again up. Why the duck do you want to stay? Are you wanting to put up with this shit over and over again? Because if you stay, I can guarantee that you will need to put up with it over and over and over and over and over again. Comment 3. You were very clear with boundaries. She crossed them and then lied about it. After you straight up asked her multiple times. The only reason she stopped was because you caught her. That right there is the biggest violation. You'll never trust her again. She saw him as a potential partner. Not as a fun activity between the two of you. When you had rules were open, it was something inside your relationship. Once she broke the rules, stopped being transparent and lied, she stepped outside the relationship. If she felt anything, she should have ended it straight away. But she didn't. You should leave her, and you shouldn't try to fix it. It's not for you to fix. And trust me, staying together for the kids ends up doing more damage to the kids than a divorce. She put another man above you. No matter how small, or how brief. She did it when she lied to you. She did it when she was sending him the pics. She did it when she sent the face pic. You should be with someone who never puts another man above you. Leave. Comment 4. I'm really sorry that you're going through this. Once trust is broken, it takes 2 to mend it, and she doesn't seem like she's trying if she's continually lying. I would say couples therapy would be a good idea to get to the root of why she feels the need to look outside of the relationship and whether or not she actually wants to fix this or is always going to put her own needs above the needs of the relationship. If she can't put in the effort, I don't think there's point in it being a one-sided attempt. You committed to a monogamous relationship, a marriage, not an open marriage. And even if you were choosing an open marriage, there still needs to be trust and honesty, which I feel aren't present. You're probably going to have to sit down and really ask her what she wants in order for her to be happy and satisfied, and also what you want/need, and see if these individual wants/needs are truly still in alignment. Comment 5. Hello, I'd like to start off by saying I am an accountant who is happily married. For all those saying this is Op's fault, it's not. If this is his kink, why should he be judged and demeaned for it? It's a matter of misplaced trust, and Op very well deserves both a partner they can count on, and open up with/experiment with, about their kinks, and one that will not betray their trust. It's no fault of Op's but solely their wife's fault, who is a human being fully capable of making their own decisions and should be held fully accountable for those bad decisions. All you weird little incels talking about control, and dehumanizing a very human element, please get help. Op's kink isn't an invitation for betrayal, and experimentation and seeking out exciting new experiences is only human. While there are thrills, the fact of the matter is she betrayed your trust. She opened herself up for betraying you when she had started up a Kik account without your knowledge/approval. You should not stand for this, especially while she has broken your trust before, and without trust in a relationship, there really is nothing and no reason to leave yourself open to someone. You deserve someone who will not lie to you or violate those boundaries to begin with. You should not linger where you are unhappy, and she very well should have to lie in the bed she made. Staying together for the kids only will show them that if they are unhappy, they only have the option to suck it up and settle. At the end of this all, will you be happy when lying on your deathbed, brimming with pride and contentment that you lasted all these years on someone who would lie to your face and betray you? If so, seems like such a wasted life. She does not respect you as her partner or the boundaries you even set together. It's not going to pretty, and it's no walk in the park, but you should see someone for therapy, and see a lawyer, gather your evidence, and try for someone who will respect you and your boundaries. You don't even have to try for one specific someone. Get out there, experiment, and maybe find a few someones, everyone knowledgeable, consenting and honest OFC. You deserve better. Please don't settle because of comfortability and the fear of the unknown. Too many people waste the only life they get like that. You deserve better. Thanks you for watching. Everyday new movies. See you soon.